YOLO amazing people of YouTube. So recently I've been really thinking about, is this nation under attack? If you look at it from just subjectively, it doesn't seem like we are. But there's so many things going on where it really seems like this nation is under attack. And what better way to beat the United States than to demolish it from the inside out? So we have a artificially divided nation, right? Because we weren't divided and now we are. Our school system is horrific, right? We're indoctrinating kids now as well. Our healthcare system isn't top notch, right? The economy is down. What else can I say? They tried to defund the police. We have a leader that's senile, obviously. I mean, any aspect you look at, man, like roads, bridges, infrastructure, they're falling apart, and no one's really fixing that situation. We have a border crisis, right? Supposedly we had like an opium crisis or opioid crisis, right? What we have now is worse than when we had heroin, meth, and crack, right? On top of like everything that's actually happening. This is literally like Rome falling apart. From the crazy ideologies they're trying to push forward on the people, the subliminal messaging, the corporations running amok, right? They're essentially poisoning us, body and mind. The birth rate has dropped in the United States. The capability of men to even have children has dropped, meaning like in order for someone to be for the doctor to say like you should have no problem having kids, you need to be able to produce a certain amount of healthy sperm. So the sperm count has dropped, right? Women are facing physical ailments and reproductive issues, right? Cancer is up. Like there's so many things going on at once that are major issues, right? So our water is shit, our food is shit, and it's not by accident, it's all by design. Because the food, there's like 6-7 major companies control all the food in the United States. And it's another like handful of companies that controls all the water, the drinking water, right? So is it surprising to anyone that we also have a mental health crisis on our hands? For men and for women? We have a physical health crisis, right? People are obese, people are this, people are that. Like, it's just crisis on top of crisis on top of crisis on top of crisis. And a lot of this stuff isn't like it just popped up. It's stuff that's been happening, like we've been watching it progress. And for people in office, in charge of bettering this country, for them to completely drop the ball in all these aspects, I understand the complexity of things, but to completely drop the ball where we're not improving, we're actually getting worse. The only thing I can think about is that means that these people are bought. They're in someone's pocket. They're purposely messing shit up. Like the economy. Right? The economy wasn't all that bad. But they made some horrific decisions that made it a whole lot worse. Not to mention the inflation rate. If you borrow money or you lease or buy a car or a house, interest rates are crazy through the roof. They're not going to get better. We have another housing crisis because all these people that couldn't pay rent during COVID times, right? Like, what's gonna happen to all these people? It's gonna be another housing bubble, right? Like, it's just one thing after another, and you would think after the first time a nation goes through something, which was only a fucking decade ago, or a decade and a half ago, that the housing bubble fucking blew up, and somehow, with all the bullshit fucking safeguards they put forward, it seems like we're gonna have another one, right? Like, stock market prices dropped. Like, what was it, in 2008 it dropped? Fucking, like, how many times do you guys have to drop the ball in so many assets? Dude, it looks like we're under attack. Literally, under fucking attack. Right? Even if someone goes to fucking college and tries to better themselves, they're coming out with like $1 million fucking debt. That's not supposed to happen in the wealthiest country in the world. The one that's most technologically advanced, that can afford everything. Like, you can print trillions, right? You can bail out banks by the trillions. But none of these other problems can be fixed. None of them. None of them, right? You can't even fix the food problem, the mental health problem. What problem, like, do you guys see? Like, it's fucking crazy. And I guarantee you, they're not telling us the full extent of what's actually happening. Like, they're really hiding from us the full extent of how severe shit really is. Right? Like, they warned them, hey man, like, this Ukraine and Russia shit, like, this is gonna hit our economy. Right? Like, Russia's not a small fucking country. You know what I'm saying? Ukraine isn't a small fucking country. Like, they have a lot to do with Europe's state of being. Like, if their economy is good or bad. You know what I'm saying? So they could have solved this problem before it even fucking started. Who lines up troops for like a fucking month and tells them, bro, just sign the fucking papers or I'm gonna invade? Who fucking does that? That's never happened in history, where you just line up a military for a month and hope they sign so you don't have to invade these pricks. Dude, it's like one thing after another after another. On top of it, now they're going after presidents, they're going after former presidents, it's like they're trying to hit us from every fucking angle. Rome fell from the inside. No one conquered Rome. Rome fucking demolished itself. It allowed itself to get demolished. Man, degeneracy is something that's tolerated at first, and then it's accepted, and then they indoctrinate people into it, and then it's celebrated. And the end result is nothing fucking nice. That's just the reality of degeneracy, man. And yeah, little things have improved here and there, but certain things are supposed to improve, especially with technology. For example, with the advent of smartphones and having cameras everywhere, right? Like, crime is actually supposed to reduce, because now every single person is a walking, talking, fucking cell phone camera. Not to mention all the other houses with cameras with their Ring doorbells and right in 4K ultra high definition. Like, crime essentially drops down, right? Like, LA had a big gang problem, but cameras like kind of really tamed things down, bro. Like, it really tamed things down. So how are we having these other problems? Now people are robbing stores, right? So robberies and violent crime is at an all-time high right now. The police can't find new police officers. They're having trouble fucking filling in their ranks. The military can't find new people to sign up to the military, even though they just pushed away the majority of people that were already in the military, that were in Afghanistan and wherever, and they had actual like tour, like 2, 3, 4 tours. These were people that were highly skilled in what they pushed them away, thinking they're gonna bring a whole new group of people, and no one wants to join because all the dudes are feminized, right? Like all these women that are like extremely masculine, they're not fucking gonna go because they're smarter than that. It's crazy, man. Like no matter what side I look at, it's crazy. It seems like we're literally under fucking attack. It just really seems like that's the big possibility, man. All the lies they tell us on news and stuff, like no one even fucking news has lost all credibility. I don't care if you're into Fox News, CNN, left, right, middle. No, I don't think anyone with 2 neurons that fire in their brain actually listen to the news and think, okay, they're telling me 100% truth. I think everybody realizes there's some sort of a heavy bias and there's a whole bunch of information being withheld. That's why majority of people are now getting their fucking news and stuff from YouTube, because that's where you're getting the most amount of information that's vast and rich in information with multiple viewpoints. You hit the comment section and you learn more than the fucking people giving you the fucking news, right? Like, it blows my mind. I'd love to hear what you guys think. What else do you guys think seems like it's not an accident? It's not a coincidence. It's deliberately being sabotaged in some fucking way, shape, or form. I'd really love to hear you guys' opinion on this, because I've been really thinking about this, and the only thing that it makes sense to me is none of this shit is an accident, and either it's gross incompetence to such a fucking degree that it's you have literally fucking retards in high positions, and not just one, like in a lot of high positions, majority of high positions, or we're actually under attack and we have no idea how to combat something so vast. I don't know. I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts. Leave a comment, man. I really want to hear what you guys have to say about this. Solo Yolo Bolo. You guys have a nice day. Peace.